Hi everyone, this is a pick a card reading for urgent messages you need to hear right now. So we're going to have a look and see what those messages are. But first, you will need to pick a group. So we've got here 3 wonderful groups with the crystals. So we've got here lapis lazuli, I hope I pronounced that right, for group 1. We've got group 2 with pyrite, I believe that's how it's pronounced, and then group number 3, I believe that this is green aventurine. This one I think is mixed. So yes, so that's what we have there with the pyramids and the crystals, well, the crystal pyramids as well. So take your pick, whichever one you're most drawn to is going to be your reading, and then in the description box below there will be the timestamp, so you can go there, click on it, and it will take you to the appropriate reading, which is quite exciting. So yes, check that out. Also, check out my Etsy store. I have lots of cool items on there if anyone's interested. They're meditated within their sage, so they do actually bring results, as a lot of people send results with these items. So check out my Etsy store if you're interested. There's also crystals and charms and letters and beaded bracelets for different areas of your life, which can, really help with manifestations, as necklaces, anklets, face masks, decoration pieces, pom-poms, tassels, and hand-embroidered cards, which are hand-embroidered by me, which you can actually put under your pillow in your wallet or your purse as well. So it's very exciting. You should check those out if you're interested. So yeah, everything's in the description box below for your convenience, not the comment section. The description box is just below the title of the video, and you click on it, opens out, cool stuff. So yes, that's what we have there. Alright, so I am going to start first of all with group 1. So what I'm going to do is just move this to the side, or just move it back a little bit, there we go. And then we're going to move these to the side. So let me... Alright, group number 1, urgent messages you need to hear right now. Let's take a look and see. We will do a charm reading, we'll get some letters out, we'll also do tarot, oracle cards, the whole shebang as I like to call it. We'll do it all, but yes, let's begin first of all with this. Okay, so you have chosen the blue crystals of lapis lazuli. I hope I said that right. Sounds pretty cool, I have to say. And you've chosen the pyramid as well. Let's just put them right there. Okay, so let's have a look. So here we have the message, trust and forgiveness. It is time for you to let down your guard and learn to trust again. Some of you may have had difficult relationships or difficulties with certain people. Your spirit guides, the universe, they're all urging you, you know what, now is the time to accept what was, to forgive, not necessarily to forgive to let people get away with things that they've done, but to forgive so that you can move forward. Forgiveness and acceptance are tied together. When you accept something, you are essentially saying okay, it is what it is. Let's not ruminate more on it. It's like, okay, well, it is what it is, so whatever, I'm gonna live my best life, do other things. So yeah, and also this can be sort of bringing your walls down in regards to other people that maybe show you interest, or people that want to be with you or work with you, and things like that, and not being too, I guess, defensive at times. But yeah, this is allowing so that you can essentially, so you can trust others, they can trust you, that kind of a vibe. Let's go with these cards. Again, I believe this is the Life Coach Oracle. Look at how many cards you get in this deck. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, let's take this top one. They're a little bit stuck together as well, so just bear with me for a second whilst I just kind of unstuck them. Let's do this side. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm only going to take... I only want to take one, so what I'm going to do is shuffle 3 times and then take the top card. That was 4 shuffles, but it's okay. Generosity. Okay, giving from your heart with no strings attached is what is needed now. Okay, that's what we have there. Let's do 1, 2, and 3. Nourishment. You're being asked to take time out for self-care. All of these cards make so much sense with one another. There's an underlying theme here, which we will talk about in just a second. Let me just get out all, I'm going to get 8 cards out. So 1, 2, and 3. Let's see what this card is. Heavenly helpers. Your spiritual team is guiding you through this difficult situation. So I did mention like you're having difficulties, and more so difficulties with people is what I'm feeling, right? Just difficult people, challenging people, people that just make you go, oh, you know. So your spiritual team, so this can be your spirit guides, your angels, they're helping you to get through the situation. Trust them, pray to them, accept their advice, accept their help. That's what I would say. All right, and then of course with nourishment as well, it really goes to show here as well. So take some time out for yourself, nap, rest, retreat, do things that make you feel good, pamper yourself, look after yourself, self-care, self-love, very important for your self-confidence at this very point in time. Okay, and generosity is also, you know, being able to give, being able to trust as well, with no like strings attached, or not necessarily like needing things in return. Not that you need things in return, but like sometimes, you know, we do want things in return for what we give and what we do. So that's quite a message there as well. Let's just do that so you can at least see your messages. All right, so that's what we've got there. So yeah, some of you are in a difficult situation and you're hoping for things to get better, and that's fine. It's totally necessary. Okay, so I just shuffled 3 times. Top card, spiritual gifts. You are in the process of developing and fine-tuning your spiritual gifts. You're an empath, I feel. You feel empathy, you have a strong connection to yourself, but also to others, and sensing their emotions and sensing how they could be feeling. And so you have a spiritual gift. Many of you could also be, like, you may have psychic tendency, like, what's the word? Psychic abilities, there we go. Right, so or you may be really good at like calming people with your energy and just having this really powerful energy. Sometimes when people have really powerful energies, especially spiritual gifts, people can run away because they can't deal with that energy. It's too intense for them. Like there's something about it that just makes people run away and not show as much interest. That's okay, because that's your spirit guides telling you, okay, those are not the right people for you. They can't handle your energy. They're not equipped. They're not equipped for it. Okay. Anyways, you're in the process of fine-tuning these particular spiritual gifts. I definitely recommend meditation. Look, you've got blue and blue here. Very strong. It matches, right? For those of you that do have lapis, the crystal lapis lazuli, I think that's how it's pronounced. Gosh, it's so embarrassing if it's not pronounced that way, because I feel like that's how you spell it as well. But anyways, if you do have it, keep it around with you for a period of time. Can definitely help you in that sense. And also, blue is the color of intuition. Well, I feel it is anyways. And it's also the color of like emotions. I feel, okay, like emotions can be lots of different colors, but when I think of like emotions, I don't know why I think of blue. Maybe that's because like going with the flow and water, sky, you know what, I don't know why. I just associate it with the color blue. And also blue to me is the, like, really reminds me of the Moon card and the High Priestess, because both of those are to do with intuition and like Pisces energy, and Pisces reminds me of like, you know, the fish and blue and going with the flow. And then of course those two cards are quite dominant in the blue color as well. So, you know, when you think about intuition and you think about all of that, I just think of blue. Blue is also throat chakra, so it's about communicating with others but also communicating with yourself. So yeah, there's that's really coming through, the color blue. There's some significance with the color blue here. Even my pen is blue. Not that that is really anything important. Oh, also my hand cream is blue as well. I don't know why. I'm seeing a lot of blue. Ta-da! Yeah, anyways, there's something around the colour blue here that I'm picking up. You could also be feeling blue. It's one of those things, right? So, yes, your spiritual gifts will help. Meditation can really help. So meditating on your throat chakra and meditating on your third eye chakra will really help, because third eye is also to do with intuition. It helps you to boost your intuition. Okay, top card. Resolve. This is a period of indecision and inner conflict, and it's time to make a decision. Some of you need to make a decision. You're unsure of what to do. You may be indecisive, frustrated. You might be like, I don't know whether to do this or that. I don't know. It could be even deciding between people or projects. I don't know whether I should do this or that. What I would say is meditate, try and clear your mind, take some time for yourself, right? Nourish your soul, nourish your being, do things that you enjoy to do, and then come to make that decision. Don't rush your decisions. Big, big, urgent message from the spirit guides and from the universe. Do not rush your decisions. Do not, because the thing is, right, when you are so connected to yourself and your intuition, that is when you're going to make the best decisions. That's also when you're going to kind of feel like, this is not quite right, So, yeah, don't rush your decisions. Think about it. Give it time. Let your intuition also kind of be guided. Okay, and then we've got here, Seeker of Truth. You can feel the hidden truth behind your circumstances. Okay. I don't think I need to say anything more about that. Some of you here are discovering certain truths that maybe you've been hiding away from. Maybe it's like that there's something a little bit fishy sometimes going on, but you're like, oh no, I haven't seen it, so it can't be. But you might be feeling that, right? So trust your gut, trust yourself, right? Trust and forgiveness. It's also about making sure you trust yourself. And then we got here the void. You may be covering up the emptiness or pain within through an addiction. This could be, addictions don't have to be like what we normally see, like medication or like drugs and things like that, or alcohol and things. It can also be like shopping, right? Some people like to buy things so that they can fill their void. Some people like to escape things to fill their void. So an addiction can be, escape. Addiction can be filling your time with lots of superficial things, etc., right? So a void can be filled with so many different things, right? It doesn't just have to be like the stereotypical kind of stuff. But that's what I see here, is that you might be covering up some emptiness. Emptiness needs to be worked through, like I mentioned, with healing, forgiveness, trust, nourishment. So really the big message here is take care of yourself, put yourself first, look after yourself, heal. I think healing is very important. When I think of healing as well, I really do think of blue. I don't know why. The colour blue just reminds me of everything. Even my wall is blue. It's painted blue. It's not actually my favourite colour. My favourite colour is actually black. But, you can't really paint like an entire room black, can you? Anyways, that's beyond the point. Just in case anyone came up with that conclusion, I have a feeling some of you are probably thinking, is your favourite colour blue or something? It's actually not, but I don't mind it. Okay, anyways, so that's what we have here, but for some of you, it might be a colour that just represents something very strong towards you. That's what I see here. Okay, let's go with your cards. Okay, let me just grab those. 1 second. The message is clear. The message is healing, okay? Surrounding yourself with those that you love, so family members, friends, for those of you that do have a romantic partner that you know is really supportive of you and always there for you. So surrounding yourself by that kind of person is really great. We have here the Knight of Pentacles, okay? Being patient, very, very important. We have here the 7 and the 8 of Swords, all right? So the 7 and the 8 of Swords is essentially about realizing that there is something here that doesn't make you feel good and trying to act on it, but rather than like saying one thing and doing another, it's about making sure you really do act on it. So sometimes, people say, feel like, oh, this person's not been nice to me, but then they stay stuck in that situation and they continue to give that person their energy and time of day and then continuously say, oh, but I hate the situation, I don't like it, blah, 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 right? So you have to kind of act on it, and that's really what the messages here are showing, is to put yourself first so that you don't further trap yourself. Because what we had here is that, where is it gone? There's a period of indecision and inner conflict, right? So it's about making sure that you're able to take action on this inner decision, inner conflict, inner struggles, inner challenges, to make sure that you nourish yourself from these, difficult moments right there. And the 8 of Swords is about feeling trapped, right? So it's essentially about asking your spirit guides for help, asking them to help you through dreams, signs, and synchronicities can greatly help. You've got the 3 of Pentacles, right? So this is about continuing to do what you're already doing, but also trying to be as positive as possible. I know that's hard sometimes, but it is about just making sure that you're putting in effort in the things that you're doing, because I think that's important to continue in that direction. We've also got the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is also like Neptune Pisces energy, and this is again to do with your intuition. It's really important to pay attention to your intuition and your gut, all right, and to allow yourself to have that space and time and nourishment to be able to resolve some of these indecisions you feel, right? If you have to make a decision, try not to make it where you feel like you don't know what, and you feel if you have to make a decision very quickly, it's good to kind of take yourself into a quiet place, meditate, or to try and do some deep breathing, and then think about things and make a decision rather than rushing to make any decisions as well, okay? So you need that little bit of space and time to make those correct decisions. And then you've got here the devil as well, right? So it's interesting because you may feel like you need to do things a certain way, or you need control, or you need to make things happen a certain way. That's not always the case. Sometimes what needs to happen, and what is quite significant, is just letting things be and letting things happen naturally. I think that's quite crucial in many ways. Last card, Nine of Swords, right? So yeah, there's definitely some worries that you have here, but I will say that this too shall pass. The more you look after yourself, the more you put yourself first, this too shall pass. When you are doing things for yourself, the universe will acknowledge that and do more for you. You have to help yourself in order for the universe to help you. It's not to say that you're not helping yourself, but sometimes also thoughts trigger thoughts. So negativity can trigger more negativity, right? So your negative thoughts from time to time can trigger more negativity. Positive thoughts can trigger more positive thoughts, which is good. So it's also about sort of helping yourself in that point, and also making sure that you're not trying to cover your void with lots of other additional things instead, by putting yourself first. Is a good thing, and of course, if you want to like do certain things, that's totally your choice. But it's important to also do things in a healthy manner. So that is what we are picking up there. So let's do the charms and the letters. Okay, so the letters can be initials of certain people, could be your initials, can also spell out words to do with your like situation. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you click on it, that's for when it is. Okay, we got a lot here. Okay, so let me so we've got here P, E, another P, so we've got some really dominant letters here, W, but then we've also got an M, and another M. We've got a C, W, O, we've got a B, I, we've got another W, so we've got a wow here, a T, and an F. We got bit. We've also got fit. Okay, so those are the ones like that I'm seeing here, but you might be able to find some other words. So let's go with charms. Look at that, it's straight on my thumb. Okay, we've got an I here as well. Okay, so there's a lot of focus on the eyes, which is yourself. We've got an X as well. Okay, so it could be very much so that you have to make a decision maybe about something from the past, like an ex-job, an actual ex-person, like ex-friend. It doesn't have to be like just when we talk about ex that it has to be like a romantic partner, but it could be for many of you. We've got here a flower, so this is about blossom and blooming, right? Nourishing yourself, making sure you water yourself. See, water. The plant needs water in order to bloom, so nourishing yourself is very important. You've got here the hearts as well. For many of you, this difficult situation is to do with love. Then we've got here a star, which is green, so this is about opening your heart chakra and taking care of yourself as well. We've got the tiger eye, which is about strength, right? So this is really about strengthening yourself through trust, forgiveness, acceptance, healing, looking after yourself. Very important, opening up your heart chakra as well, where possible, for yourself too, right? And the tiger eye is all about strength. Then you've got here Saturn as well, and Saturn is all about structure and routine. So it's really about making sure that, when you wake up, what are your healthy habits, right? What are you doing when you wake up first thing in the morning? Are you taking some deep breaths or thinking about your day? Or are you suddenly so overwhelmed that, oh my God, here I am. It's a new day, but I've got so much going on. Oh my God, I need to do this. How are you starting your day? It's about structure, organizing, and routine. How do you go to sleep? Do you spend hours and hours at night, just like browsing the internet, and then suddenly you realize it's like 2 a.m. or something? Or do you, turn off all your technology and put it aside, try to maybe meditate, or do some, like, I don't know, I guess having a healthy routine, right? And then going to sleep. Like, what is your routine? So that's about, you know, cleaning up your routine even throughout the day, throughout the night. This can also be about, you know, what you eat and what you drink, and how you're looking after yourself. Very important with this Saturn energy, right? So it's about discipline in many ways. Okay, so I think that's really important as a message, like paying attention to your routine and seeing how it makes you feel. We've also got the wing here, which is protection from the guides and the angels. So I'd definitely say, right, pay attention to little signs and synchronicities, feathers. Remember, it also says here that your spiritual team is helping you. They're helping you, guiding you through this difficult situation. So have faith. You got an S here as well. We've got, I just saw here as well, we've got spit, and we've also got spite as 2 words, right? So you might be really like, you might just be feeling a bit spiteful towards certain people, or to the universe, like, oh, my situation's not good, you know? What I would say is have faith, okay? Because you've got here the stars, to me really represents faith. Also, with these 2 stars here, you've also got here what is this? It's like a flying bird, right? Taking off. And you've also got here love as well. All right, so self-love I think is very important, and also to just know that you need to water yourself in order to make sure that you internally are not going to be that sort of wilting flower. So I think that's really important. Sorry, I had to describe it like that because, you know, how else do I describe it? You have to nourish yourself. So that's what I'm seeing here. Urgent messages for you. A lot of you are struggling. I'm so sorry, but remember, this too shall pass. I really feel so. This is your reading. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course all the intention items are on Etsy as well. There's also charms and letters on Etsy if anyone wants to purchase those, and I will see you all very soon. Alright, so now we're going to go to group 2, so let me just take away some of these letters, well, all of the letters. But I need to put these other ones actually in the charm box. So yeah, still some of the letters. Okay, and then the rest of everything can go into here. Oh my gosh, this crystal is so heavy. It's like a dumbbell, or you know when people use those weights to do exercises, it's literally so heavy. It's heavier than my parrot. That says something, because, you know, well, that's heavy. Okay, anyways. Alright, so group number 2, urgent messages you need to hear right now. Let's see what's coming through. Sorry, I know this is like glaring like crazy. Let's just turn it to the side. So this is a timeless reading from whenever you click on it. So welcome, hello, let's see what's coming through. We have got these crystals right here, which is called pyrite. So I'm going to put those on this side. So let's just decorate. There we go. Cute. Cute. There we go. Alright, so let's have a look and see what is coming through. Okay, messages that you need to hear. So we have here hidden treasure. I did not make this up. I did not make this up. Oh my gosh. Sometimes this happens on my channel where I say something and then the cards literally fly out and it's the exact same thing. The thing is, right, with these ones, I shuffled the cards, I placed them into piles, and then I picked out the crystals, but no way did I actually make that the case. So yeah, I didn't do that on purpose. But hidden treasure, I mean, we know that this crystal is so beautiful. I mean, just look at that, you know, it's just very beautiful. It's glistening, it's golden. So it really goes here with this card, and it says you have brilliant untapped potential just waiting to be explored. So if you also look at these crystals, inside there is just these glittering, specks in there, and so this, what's inside of it is just really quite spectacular. So that's a little bit like you. It's like you are this crystal, right? There's so much potential in yourself that is just waiting to burst and to explode, and amazing things to come to light. So that is just, well, isn't that just wonderful? All right, so trust the timing in your life. Trust that everything's happening for the right reason. If things feel like they're being delayed, it's because you are currently on a path where you still have to explore things, learn things, grow with things. So yeah, like definitely a lot of hidden treasure here as well. So it's gonna come to the surface, I'm telling you. All right, so I'm gonna use this oracle deck. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shuffle 3 times and then get the top card off, because they tend to stick to each other, so it's not really a fair shuffle if I'm just like waiting for them all to come out, because they come out in big chunks. Okay, 1, 2, 3, top card. Spiritual growth. You are currently experiencing a lesson required for your spiritual evolution. See, there's so much more to come. So if you guys are thinking about your career, or you're thinking about love, or you're thinking about how you feel within yourself, and you're like, I just feel meh. Moonlight, I feel meh. Well, I'm here to tell you that you are on a journey and you are on a path, and things will become much more clear as you go through your journey, as you go through the path that you're on. This is not everything that everything that you have in life right now is not just how it's going to be forever. There are going to be more opportunities that come your way. You are going to be able to, I feel, gain also more money. You'll be able to put money in different places. And what I mean by that is that, for those of you that want to invest, or you want to collaborate, or you want to, for example, sponsor your favorite, I don't know, I feel like you'd sponsor people or do something with sponsorships. You have a lot more ways to do things, right? Because what is money? Money gives us options, right? And not everybody has those options, because some people do have to live paycheck to paycheck. Other people have a little bit more room as to what they can do with the money. So here I feel like you will have more financially to be able to do different things with it, right? So that's what's coming through here. And yeah, so you are not at your full potential right now in terms of everything that you have in your life. More will come your way, and it's hidden right now, but it will come to light. All right, so panic not. I actually just went like this, but there's 2 cards. Let's take them both. So we've got here this card which says Metamorphosis. Like the caterpillar that emerges from its cocoon, you are about to get your wings. Let's see. Yes, yes, yes. It just goes so strongly with exactly what the theme of this reading is that you right now may feel isolated. You may feel like nothing really is changing, nothing really is happening, or that people just like come and go, and then you're just like, hello, hello, hello. But no, look at this, right? You are like that caterpillar that right now is in the cocoon. Do not worry, right? Sometimes, and this is an analogy that I think just goes so well with this whole like hidden treasures, pyrite crystal situation. Imagine a diamond, like a really valuable, flawless diamond. Okay, internally flawless diamond. Imagine that that's you, okay? Now, an internally flawless diamond, you wouldn't just leave out with all your other items, right? You would make sure that it's in a safe, aka in isolation, so that nobody can just like have their eyes on it and steal it, right? Because with random things that I keep on my table, like, these crystals are not as valuable as a flawless diamond, right? But you would want to make sure that, someone would just take it, because that's what they would probably do. So you can feel like you're in isolation, but sometimes those things have to be kept in very, very special places and in isolation, out of sight. Sometimes what the universe does with certain people that are, like just really special, could be taken advantage of, is that they will try and isolate those people, so that when the right person comes along, or the right situations come along, it just is, it just works out, because that's what happens with a lot of people that feel like they're always isolated from certain people or situations, and nothing really works out for them. They're being protected so that the right thing can come along, so that random people or random situations don't just come and take advantage of you, or steal your energy. So that's what happens, right? Is that you are being protected, which is why you may feel isolated. You are being put in a safe so that not just anyone can mess with you and mess with your energy, all right? So it's just something to keep in mind. And if you feel like, Moonlight, people have already messed with my energy, well, now you're being protected, okay? So you may feel like that hidden treasure. That's okay, because remember, a diamond does not chase. A diamond does not offer itself to whoever and whatever, you have to be able to afford the diamond. So people have to be able to afford your energy, right? Which means that not just anyone can play around with you. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways, that's really what I want to get out, is that you may feel isolated. You may feel like, oh my God, what, is this all my life is going to be? No, it's not. You are still going to have your highest potential be revealed. Like, more will come your way. Don't doubt yourself. I'm just saying, don't doubt yourself. Okay, so education. Education is an important part of your soul's development at this time. So you're learning and you're growing. All right. So that's good. You're learning and you're growing. And you are on a path where you are learning so much about yourself. So that is a huge bit. So yeah, if you feel like all you're doing is just getting all these lessons, well, it's a part, right? It's a part of it. We've got here old habits. An old habit may be keeping you from moving forward. All right. Something so simple as just holding back and not wanting to move forward can keep you held back. Something so simple as negative thoughts where you're thinking, oh, nothing good ever happens to people like me, could be holding you back. Your thoughts create energy. Energy ripples into the universe. It's like an algorithm. The universe is literally like an algorithm. When you think of something, you attract more of it into your life. That includes thoughts, that includes that energy as well, and how it makes you feel emotionally as well. It's a little bit like YouTube. If you are watching tarot readings on YouTube, YouTube's algorithm is going to feed you more of that information, right? And then when you go and click on another website, you might see an ad for tarot cards or an ad for something else, right? Same happens, like, you might be on Facebook one second kind of looking at like tarot related items, or you might be on a website looking at tarot related items, and then the next minute you go to, I don't know, Instagram, you might see like an ad because it's an algorithm. Universe is also like an algorithm as well. Okay, so your thoughts create patterns, patterns create energy, energy can also create emotions. It's like a ripple effect. Okay, so just something to keep in mind. Maybe even changing some of those old habits or trying to lessen them can help. I did more than just 3 shuffles there, but it's okay. I wanted to shuffle a little bit more. The magic touch. You are accessing true magic from deep within. Wow. Wow, okay. You're like a magician here. Very golden, very bright, very like yellow, and these cards really remind me, like, they're very treasury and very special. So you have this magic touch, right? And it's in you, it's deep within you. So I feel like you're a very special person. I don't say this to everyone, okay? I know you guys probably think I do, but it's not to say that everyone else is not special, but here, like, you are a very special person who is meant to be very successful. But right now you're learning, you're growing, you're going through patterns and cycles and understanding yourself, and then you will get to a point where you really get to know yourself, and it's like pretty special. So it's a good thing. Okay, you got wishful thinking. You are learning how to manifest the life that you desire. There you go, right? So you are learning, you are growing, you are going to have the life that you desire. Okay, you are on a path right now. So that doesn't mean that everything's going to come to you, straight away. It's a process. And I think that that's something to really keep in mind. Everything is a process, but you are basically learning how to manifest that life. So, you may also be very interested in law of attraction and manifestation, things like that as well. So continue down that path. And also remember, negativity attracts negativity, positivity attracts positivity. Best to keep those things, those thoughts as positive as possible. All right, let's go with your tarot cards and see what messages we have. Okay, so we've got the the King of Pentacles is the first card that came out. I don't know why I said Knight, but King of Pentacles. Okay, so we know the King of Pentacles is stable, is successful, is very happy, very content. This was the first card that came out. Lines beautifully with the Hidden Treasures card as well. Now, number 9 actually is known to be the card of the Hermit. And the Hermit can be a card of feeling isolated, feeling like things are not really coming together. The Hermit's actually Virgo energy, which is interesting because you got the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is earth, right? So this just shows that you're really down to earth, but you're also going to have these beautiful treasures. You're going to have a very beautiful life full of stability and happiness. All right, it will come your way. You've also got the 8 of Wands, which is spiritual. Like, this is also known to be a card of like growth and progression, and then you've also got spiritual growth. So there's a lot more that's going to enter and come into your life. All right, I would say do not worry. I know it's such a cliche thing to say, and everyone's like, Moonlight, why do you have to be so cliche? But it's true, right? Things will come your way. Now, there's a card that fell on the floor, so let me just grab it. Oh, I hate going under my table. Sometimes, you know, there are some not nice things under my table. You know, some like creepy crawlies that have 8 legs. Oh, okay, hold on a second. Right, there we go. Sorry, I had to give you that description because if I scream or something, you guys would be like, what? Okay, so we've got the 3 of wands here. Okay, so you've got this metamorphosis card, and it's like, you know, the caterpillar in the cocoon. It's about patience. It's about being patient, doing your own thing, and just letting things happen, right? So with the law of attraction, what you want to do is you want to just be patient. You want to let things naturally happen, naturally occur, have your manifestation having done. That doesn't even make any sense. Do your manifestation, right? And then leave it, and then focus on other aspects of your life. Focus on personal growth, personal development, happiness, and that will just, you know, really allow things to move quite nicely in many ways. Yeah. Okay, so be patient. It's okay. You might be waiting for things to happen. It's going to be okay. Hang in there. Hang in there. Self-love. You've also got the page of wands here. Okay, so be proactive with that. Do things that you absolutely love. Focus on maybe your hobbies, your goals, ideas, creativity, things that you enjoy doing. And then we've got here the Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant is also a figure of authority. You've also got quite strong Taurus energy there as well. By the way, you've got a lot of fire here, right? So it shows that more is going to burn, more is going to manifest. Yeah, so the Hierophant here is about stability and security that's going to come your way, and also like a lot of control and access. So, you know, even in the future, you might have like your own business or be in charge, be a leader, for example, and an example, like people look up to you. Okay, let's continue going forward, see what else we've got. High Priestess. Page of Pentacles. Do you know what? The High Priestess and the Hierophant are about counterparts. So that's about a really fulfilling, loving life as well. It's also about legacy as well. And when we think about the pyramids, right? We think about legacy, how they were built, the history of it. The High Priestess is also about history, education, which I think is really fascinating because you've got that energy here. And it's also about being with someone who just really gets you, understands you. Is like the yin and yang energy, right? So that's really interesting. I see here a really loving, fulfilling relationship. I also see here with the magic touch energy is that this is you feeling very comfortable with your own personal truth and your convictions, like, you know, your energy. You feel very strong about that. And then we've also got the Emperor, which is you doing things, but also detaching from the outcome. So now that you know what's to come, detach from the outcome. Be happy, be positive that, oh gosh, yeah, all this good stuff's coming. But also focus on what you've got going on right now, right? So detach away from that energy because you will find just so much more progression. You'll find so much more happiness, so much more peace. You will feel very fulfilled. Like, you know, things are really coming together and things are progressing. There's just, you know, a real sense of content energy, which I pick up here with the Empress. So that's really wonderful to see here. There's a really nice vibe that I'm picking up. So yeah, that's what we've got, which is lovely and great and wonderful. So the Emperor here definitely shows a lot of proactive energy. So continue to do those things that you're doing for yourself. So now we have charms. So charms and letters. So first we're going to go with letters. This can be initials. This can also spell out words that could represent your life right now or your situation right now. Shuffle them a little bit. Well, not shuffle them, jumble them. Okay, so we got a H, M, P, P, E, T, pet. We got a U, J, H, Z, and L. Met, M-E-T, let, L-E-T. I just keep seeing two words, like, sorry, 3-letter words. Okay, well, so that's what we've got there. All right, so let me have a look at the charms, see what I can pick up there. Okay, so we got Aquarius energy, water bearer. So this energy is quite significant because it shows here that there's an energy of your stars aligning. There's also an energy here of letting go, going with the flow, enjoying life, enjoying what is right now, and also healing from things in the past that have made you feel uncertain, unfulfilled, or really, really upset or heartbroken. Certain traumas, healing through those particular issues can really help for your stars to align even stronger, because then the energies that sometimes block things from coming through will be unblocked. That's technically what tends to happen. Then we've got here a little teapot with this cacti or cactus in it. So this is quite significant. It's also about preserving the things that you've learnt lessons from, preserving things that were maybe a little bit difficult or challenging, let's say. It brings you luck. Then we've got here another Z as well. We've got two Zs, or Zs if you live in the US. We've got an I as well. All right. So we've got Zip, Z-I or Z-I-P. There we go. Okay, and then we've also got the tree with the roots as well. So this shows here legacy, right? It shows here things really coming together for you and things being very, very strong, very intact. This is not like things are great and then they will fall apart. No, this is about a real sense of transformation and growth and stability for you. And then you've got butterfly, which is all about transformation and growth. So a little bit more patient, and you will have those wings to fly and to explore things in such a beautiful way where things come together for you, especially financially and also in terms of relationships. For those of you that don't have a successfully strong relationship in your mind, whatever you call successful, I see one here coming in time. Okay, but you have got a lot of time energy. All right, so be patient is what I would say. Look at this. Literally as I said it. There's the E. Time. We literally spelt out time, right? So you've got a lot of earth energy. Now, when you have quite a bit of this earth energy here, it shows that there is time that is necessary, but also time allows, the roots to grow, the foundations to get stronger, and also for the butterfly to develop its wings when the caterpillar is in the cocoon. So that's what we have there. So in this word as well, what's really highlighted and what's different is the I. So focusing on yourself, focusing on who you are and your energy will really help throughout the process of this time and this energy. So this is your reading group number 2. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course intention items which are on Etsy. There's also charms and letters on there if anyone wants to purchase those. There's so many items on my Etsy. Whoa. So check those out if you're interested, and I will see you all very soon. Let's go to group number 3. Group number 3, I'm coming for you. Group number 3, I'm coming to you. I'm coming. Alright, oh, sorry, just hit the camera. Alright, let's take these away. And let's take these away. And let's take these away. All right. Hello. Hello there. Group number 3. This is your reading with me. So this is a timeless reading from whenever you have clicked on this reading. This is going to be for that time. And these are urgent messages you need to hear right now. So here you are right now. Here I am. Here's your messages. Let's get started. All right. So you have chosen these beautiful green crystals, which I believe are green aventurine. You know what I mean. Okay, let's just put those right there. Nice and beautiful. Right, there we go. So let's have a look and see what messages you need to hear right now. And let's start with the first one. I am oh God, I can't even speak. I am going to get more of these oracle cards out, tarot cards. We're going to do charms and letters as well. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty full-on reading. So I hope you are ready. So this is your first message, which actually just so happens to be number 1. Okay, that's pretty cool. I think this deck actually has over 100 messages, so the fact that you've got number 1 is pretty significant. So it says here, your soul is guiding you to stand in your light and speak your truth. So the first message here is speaking up, okay, and not being able to speak your truth, especially when people say certain things or do certain things. That yes, sometimes it's good to be diplomatic, but the more you do that without standing up for yourself, the more it can also hurt you. So make sure you do speak your truth and you do speak your, what you need from a situation when you can. So I think that's really, really important here. Speaking up, okay, and let's have a look. So I'm going to do 3 shuffles and then I'm going to take the top card because these tend to stick together. I don't know if you can see on the sides, but they do tend to stick together quite a bit. So the other thing with the speaking up message here is you've got a lot of green. So green represents the heart chakra. So I feel like when some of you don't speak up about certain situations, it really hurts you from within. It hurts your heart a lot. And that's why this message is coming through. Is if you feel like someone has disrespected you, don't be afraid of speaking up, because you are then protecting yourself. You are really being there for yourself and looking after yourself. So I think that's really important. Let's take the top message. Yeah, that's the first. There's two, but it's okay. Let's take both of them. So you've got here Earth shifts, and it says here you're very connected to Mother Earth, and as such you experience all that she does. So this is a really important message. Technically, it would have been just this top one, but we got this one. So, the green also represents Mother Earth, nature, because the heart chakra is really connected to nature, greenery, flowers, trees, leaves, earth, soil, you know what I mean? So that's really quite significant here. You're very connected to Mother Earth. So basically, say for example, right, there's a full moon. During a full moon, you may be so much more emotional. During a time when there is a Mercury retrograde, you may feel so impacted by just how you feel because, for example, Mercury retrograde can be like really, really tough on communication and how you communicate to others and how you feel within yourself, communicating to yourself, etc. It can just feel like, oh my God, like, it can feel very heavy and you can feel like a lot of pressure in your head and things like that. So you are very connected to your, to the earth. Mother Earth. Also, for many people as well, what tends to happen is that, say for example, like if you're a woman, you may get, that time of the month. It may be synchronized to like the moon cycles as well. So it's just something to keep in mind. You're very connected to Earth. You're very connected to Mother Nature. You're very connected to the universe. So some of these like shifts and cycles and things like that can happen. Just something to keep in mind. I have to explain it in that way so that you kind of know what I mean. But we've also got here energy healer. Your natural ability to heal yourself and others is needed now. So you're a healer. That's something that I'm picking up, right? You are a healer, but you also have to look after yourself. In order to, be proud of being a healer, you have to really look after yourself and you have to speak up when the time is right. Connecting to earth, connecting to nature, connecting to your heart chakra and aligning your chakras in general is a very important thing. It can make you feel better, but it's also showing you here as well is that you have a lot of power. So if you've ever felt powerless, please don't. I don't want to hear it. Just kidding. You're allowed to feel, the emotions that you feel from day to day because you're totally entitled to feel what you feel. Oh my God, that really scared me. The card just went flying towards the screen. It's because I was holding the deck and then it just knocked out of my hand. Okay. But what I'm seeing here with this particular message specifically is that you are very, very powerful and your energy is not always accepted by everyone, which means that, sometimes they just can't handle your energy. It's too intense for them. But that doesn't mean that you are too much or anything like that. It just goes to show how powerful and potent your energy is. You are someone that can instantly make people feel better, but it's also important that you look after yourself in return. A lot of emphasis on that. Have to put it there, right? So take care of yourself. Meditate on your heart chakra when possible. For those of you that have green aventurine or aventurine around you, keep it with you. Okay, try and eat as many greens as you possibly can. That will also just lift up your energy, make you feel better. But also wearing the color green can really help. Like, for example, oh, I haven't got it here with me. You know, I love emeralds. I know they're really expensive and everything like that, but even just wearing like a ring or a necklace, or having, you know, like a green stone with you, it doesn't necessarily have to be real, I will say, because sometimes it's just the energy that the color can give off. But, you know, obviously like real stones and things like that, they also have their own energies and things like that, like malachite, you know, so beautiful. So yeah, you know, that can also really help you as well. But sometimes it can be something so simple as, you know, having something that is green that is around you as well, that can give off that kind of vibe. Like every time I look here, you know, this just gives me such a fresh vibe. These are not real leaves, but it gives you that energy. So I think that's quite important as well. All right, so we've got here connection. You're very connected to the heavenly realms. So a lot of you here, wow, hello, I feel like we're connecting as a little family here. A lot of you are very spiritual. You feel like you're an empath. You understand people. You are connected to your spirit guides, your ancestors. You may be very spiritual, but you have a lot of beliefs, and you're very spiritual. So hello. We may connect very well. Okay, so some of you may also be interested in like tarot and helping other people. So it's something to keep in mind. But yeah, you're very, very connected to heaven. You might also get like lots of random dreams and signs from your spirit guides, or see a lot of feathers and things like that. It shows that you're a very like spiritual person by nature. So we've got here automatic negative thoughts. You're leaning to take charge of the thoughts you choose to give life to. Life to, what do we think about when we think about giving life to things? I think of flowers, I think of leaves, I think of trees, you know, they're giving out life as well at the same time, right? We need trees to survive. We need we need that. But also, this is you taking charge of your negative thoughts, and instead of autopilot kind of just assuming the worst situation, you're like, no, not gonna get tricked here, not gonna get tricked, right? So this is you actually taking control of that. We've also got reconciliation. The relationship, friendship, or partner can be saved. So for those of you that are thinking, oh my God, I think I ruined that situation, or oh no, did I speak my truth and ruin something? No, you didn't. I feel like certain situations here can be saved. And remember, anything that's meant for you will never pass you by. So please don't stress. I think that's very important to mention. Please don't stress. You are so connected to the universe that the universe will give you exactly what you need. Not what you think you want, but what you actually want. You know, sometimes we think like, oh yeah, I like this flower a lot. I love this flower. I want this flower. I may not know that another more beautiful flower for my taste exists out there in the world, and the universe is like, no, I'm not going to give you that flower. I'm going to make you go outside and explore and find the other flower. And then I'm like, whoa, no wonder I didn't get that flower, because that other flower is so much better, but I didn't know it existed. You know, that's how things work sometimes in the universe. You think you know what you want, but you sometimes don't know what you actually want, but the universe wants to give you what you actually want. It's how it happens. Have faith, okay? Reconciliation, though, does show that things can come together here in certain situations that maybe fell apart or are a little bit on the rocks. So we've got here inner child. You are currently healing old emotional wounds, okay? This is good because it's active. You're actually doing a lot of this. I'm not, saying like, oh, you should do this and you should do that. It's like you're actively doing this anyways. And then we've got here, last card, is approval. Choose to approve of yourself and others will too. There you go. Energy is energy. When you teach yourself how to love yourself, or when you do love yourself, others can really gravitate towards that energy and also love you. When you are respecting yourself and speaking up for yourself and putting your boundaries in place, other people will not cross your boundaries. Instead, they will align to your boundaries. Right? So this happens also in relationships, where if you're always letting someone get away with something, they might just feel very comfortable and be like, oh well, you're letting me get away with it, let me do more because you're totally fine with it, but actually can hurt the hell out of you. So instead, when you have those boundaries, they have two options. Either they don't do what they do again, or they'll they'll respect your boundaries, or they'll disappear. In which case, look, the universe is never going to not give you what you deserve. Does that make sense? Whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. So don't stress, okay? Do not stress. So approval, choose to approve of yourself and others will too, okay? How you teach these patterns within yourself, or what you do with yourself, teaches other people as to what to do towards you. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I think that's very important. I think it's very important. These are really strong messages that I feel you need to hear. Okay, so let's go with the cards. So I alternated the tarot deck that I was using for the readings. So we're back to this one. So we've got the Page of Wands. Do not be afraid of sharing your thoughts, your ideas, who you are, all right, your boundaries. So if you are in like a work situation and you have a great idea, but you're like, oh, I don't know if I should share it. I don't know if anyone's going to like my idea. Share it. Share it. That's how you learn. That's how you grow as well. You've got the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so you've got here Earth shifts, and you've actually got quite a bit of Earth like here as well, so you're growing, you're learning, you're very, very, very connected to Earth. Even gardening can be such a wonderful thing to help you connect more to yourself. You've got the Six of Swords here as well, right? Energy healer. This is about emotionally taking yourself to a better place, and this makes a lot of sense, taking your issues and challenges to a place where you feel more connected to yourself and your emotions. King of Cups, that will make you feel stronger so that you can sit on those waves despite any obstacle and challenge and feel pretty strong. Let's see what else we have. High Priestess, right? So this is about strength and courage, fulfillment, joy, balance. Also, High Priestess is so spiritual, okay, so spiritual. So it just goes to show as well that you have this like really incredible like spiritual energy within you. Trust yourself. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. Six of Wands here shows celebration, good things coming your way. This is also, it's interesting because this can also be seen as a card of reconciliation. So good things coming your way. People apologizing to you, right? When you put yourself first, people can then like start to see your power and your energy and then want to actually come forward and apologize. Got here the Emperor, which shows you doing you, focusing on you, putting yourself first, okay? Don't be afraid of doing the things that you truly want to do, but also detach from outcomes, right? Because sometimes that can just weigh you down completely. It can slow down the energies. Detach from outcomes, but continue to do the work you're doing. With Law of Attraction, that's quite significant because with Law of Attraction, what happens is that a lot of people think, oh yeah, I want money, or I want love, but they'll focus on it every single second of the day, or like a lot of the time, and it just won't happen. Why? Because you're too focused on the outcome. You're too focused and so desperate to make it happen that you're not giving the energies room to sort of work and to do its thing. So what you have to do is you have to say, okay, I'd really like this, and this. And then you work hard. You do things in your life. You kind of just let the outcome figure itself out. And then when you least expect it, that's when it happens, right? People that really want money, they often don't get it when they really, really, really want it and when they're desperate. It happens when they least expect it, when they couldn't care less. That's usually when it happens. Okay, so we've got here the Tower as well. So this is about breaking those like cycles that you feel are sometimes necessary. This is about making sure that the foundation of things is first and foremost stable, otherwise the tower will collapse. The Tower also is about making sure you take care of yourself, and that you're looking after your personal health as well. Mars energy, really, really important. If someone's making you frustrated, sad, upset, conflicted, it is about being honest with the Ace of Wands and communicating in ways that make you feel good about yourself and not getting worried like, oh no, did I just like make them run away because I spoke my truth? No, you spoke your truth. That's very important. Very, very important. Okay, speak your truth and do not feel bad about it. Of course, we have to be nice in certain situations, but when people take advantage of you and do horrible things, we cross things out, okay? I'm just saying, like, don't be afraid of telling someone that they hurt you when they hurt you. Common sense, right? So I think that's important as well. Okay, so because you're protecting yourself, okay, and that's really important. So we have here letters. So this could spell out initials. Well, it could be initials. It could spell out words for your situation. Let's see. So you got an F, C, A. I need to make sure I don't forget this one, which just fell out. We've got a Z, N. We've got fan as well. You might be a fan of someone or something, and you might be like, no, I don't want to ruin that whole situation. Make sure you do speak up though when it's important for you. Otherwise, you can get hurt more so. Got another W here as well. Okay, so you've got a Z-A-C-X, you've got a H-W-W-J, you've got an S here as well, an E, so you've actually got here X, I mean, yes, you have got the physical intimacy word too. I will point that out because I can see it. But you've also got here I, which is about more focus towards yourself. And you've also got here an O as well, like on, in. Got a lot of, you can spell a lot of words here. Was as well, right? So like reconciliation kind of vibes. Interesting. So let's go with charms. But I think for many of you, you'll kind of like see what makes sense to you and what doesn't. So something to keep in mind. By the way, these charms are available on Etsy if anyone wanted to purchase these charms. The wooden ones and also these metal ones as well are available on there. There's also letters as well, just in case anyone is interested. I get a lot of questions as to where I get these from. So we've got here love. Okay, so love will get strong in your life. Don't worry, don't panic. It will happen, okay? It will happen. You got the running shoe as well, okay? You don't need to always chase. I think that's really important to point out as well. Actually, you can literally spell out the word chase as well. You don't need to chase, okay? I will say no chase, all right? No chase. You do not need to chase. It's good to like reply and, you know, things like that. See? No chase X. Literally right there. No chase X. All right, anyways. But you have got that running shoe there, so you might be tempted to. You've got here the blue crystal, which is about your throat chakra. Speak up. I'm just saying, okay, I know some people are more introverted. I am. But sometimes we need to speak up, all right? You have to speak up to also protect yourself from people that maybe take advantage of you. It's important to set those boundaries in place, okay? Because you might think you're being nice, right? But then imagine someone being really horrible to you in return. That just defeats the whole point of being nice, you know? It's like you have to speak up. So you got here protection, you got this little angel here as well, so you are being protected. You've got here a dog, which is your loyalty towards people. Make sure you take care of yourself, okay, and take time for yourself. You've got a bird here, which is about freedom, okay? So again, make sure you take care of you. You've got here life is a gift, so treat yourself like you are a present, okay? Treat it as a present. You know, sometimes we get presents, we don't always like the presents, but it's the thought that counts. It's the appreciation as well. You know, the universe might give us something that we don't really like in the moment, but we're like, okay, well, it's not the gift that I expected, but thank you anyways, universe. I appreciate it. And then the universe will be like, oh, you know, I gave you something you didn't really like, but you know, you really appreciated it. I'm going to give you another gift, you know, because sometimes when, you know, you might get a gift from someone, you might be like, oh, I don't really like this. They can pick up on it and then they won't ever gift you anything again, maybe, you know. So it's a little bit like that from the universe. Life is a gift, and sometimes we don't always get what we want to. But if we show the universe that we're appreciative of every little thing the universe gives us, the universe will be like, all right, yeah, I'm going to gift you another thing. I'm going to gift you something even better. See how it works? Sometimes the universe is like a living organism, but also a living algorithm. So got here dream as well. Okay, pay attention to your dreams. You're going to find a lot of signs and synchronicities that relate to your situation through your dreams. Okay, and that's a big urgent message because that will also guide you in sort of like the direction that you're going in. So take care of yourself also in that sense. So this is your reading. I hope this helped you. I hope it gave you tons of clarity, information, knowledge. I really hope it helps you in many ways. So let me know if it resonates. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course my intention items which are on Etsy. There's also, you know, of course, loads of other items like charms and letters on there. So do check those out as well. And I will see you all very, very soon.